Okay, last we left off with Guardian Legend. Go ahead and load my state here. We had just made it to Corridor 6. This game's really cool. Before I pop in here, I'm just going to remind everyone what the deal is with this game. So you have all these power-ups that you obtain. Right, so I have all these different sorts of weapons that I can use. I have chips that I spend both in shops and as currency for powering these alternate weapons. I alternate between these sort of Smash TV top-down shooter sequences and like Gradius-style space shooter sequences. The game's fairly open. There are some keys that I'm trying to collect. You can see I have the Moon, Shepherd's Crook, Hot Springs, and Square Key. At least that's what I'm calling them so far. Those gate which areas you're allowed to access, but as you progress through the game, there's two different kinds of Gradius space shooter levels. There's one kind that has 2 digits, so it's like Corridor 11, Corridor 12, Corridor 13, and there's one that just has 1 digit, like 1, 2, 3. And you can access all of the double-digit corridors really early in the game, but they're incredibly hard. So the alternative is to go play through the game and try to get as many of these upgrades as possible. So I've got my attack is up to 2, my shield is still only 1, so I'm taking a lot of damage from everything I do, and I have a lot of these sub-weapons that I've unlocked so far. So part of what I want to do today is try to go through and unlock as many of these as I possibly can. Shield upgrades especially, but more damage upgrades would be great. So I'm going to give Corridor 6 a try. We've already done Corridors 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's cool puzzles associated with unlocking most of these. Like, we'll find a room where an NPC will give you a La Mulana-like hint. I think the one to get into Corridor 5 was shoot into Corridor 5. And Serp correctly guessed that what that meant was shoot into the words Corridor 5 at the top of the screen. So it's got some cool obtuse stuff like that. It's pretty fun to try to figure out. Yeah, I really need to find a shield upgrade. I'm taking way too much damage. I'm gonna die here before I even get to the boss. I don't really do enough damage to kill those things either. So, it might be a better idea to, before I attempt Corridor 6, see if I can find... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. See if I can find more upgrades. So, upgrades typically drop from sub-bosses, so I'm going to try to find as many as I can. Also, oh my god. That last quarter I was in Corridor 6 required that I use a specific sub-weapon, and it's the one that I currently have equipped. Found a clue for it a while ago. Hey, Ben. Some of these sub-bosses are incredibly difficult, and some of them aren't so bad. I don't think this guy's too bad, if I recall correctly. Looks like he always leaves these behind, which don't actually do any damage to the boss, which is good to know. So you can get overwhelmed pretty quickly. So I love you too, Ben. I know, right? It's very cute. Every day at the start of stream for a little bit now. I don't know what... I think he started doing it when I was streaming long while Andrea was in Germany. Because he'd be fed and he'd be happy. He'd come hang out before bedtime. Could probably use some sub-weapons against this guy, but I'm trying to play it safe for now. Did I get it? Hey! Defense upgrade. That's exactly what I needed. Alright, let's save that. This game does have a password system, but I am using save states just to make things a little bit easier. I'm trying not to abuse them in mid-combat, but I'm using them as, you know, as though the game actually had a checkpointing or auto-save system. Face full of cat butt, I know, right? I like that as you find copies of upgrades, the power gets better. Let me see what this does now. Whoa! That's pretty sweet. Keep it on the sword, I think that was pretty good damage. They did a really good job of balancing all the upgrades in this game, I feel like. Like, each upgrade seems like it's useful against a certain boss or sub-boss. I mentioned this yesterday, but this game has aged more well than almost any other NES game I've played. It feels like it's really ahead of its time. The way you progress is very clever. And the fact that it's like completely open, I could go do almost all of the fights from the very beginning, the hard ones. Or I could hold off as long as I can to get more upgrades. What do we got in here? Alright, I do have the square key. Corridor 16. I'm not messing around with these double-digit corridors for now. I want to clear all the single-digit ones first. Oh, what's the release year supposed to be? Thanks for the heads up. Because it didn't save last time. I have to remember that that's there. I don't have the plus one yet. Ow. I'm still taking a lot of damage, even with that defense upgrade. There's probably some I missed in the earlier zones. 88? Okay, hold on one sec. That early of an NES game, too. It's like in the first 3 years. I don't think this guy was too bad. He's a little bit worse when he's got the bubbles. Sweet! Increases my chip cap by a ton. Awesome. Should let me buy more stuff, too. Thanks, this name. Appreciate it. Okay. So there's 2 places I can use the plus symbol in this area. That's good to know. I think those red faces increase my chip count and heal me, like my max chip count. Jesus. I think I can avoid damage in that hallway. Just a dead end? Okay. Alright, so given that I have as many keys as I have, and I've upgraded so much, I think I'm going to go back to the hub area. Oops. Go back to the hub area and try to make it, try to find as many sub-bosses as I can. The level design in this game follows a really clear pattern, too. Where, like, each key you unlock, you get, you know, the moon key in area 1, and that lets you access area 2, and then the key you get there lets you access area 3, and so on. And sometimes it branches a little bit, but like I've never felt like I'm like, oh man, I have to find area 4 and it's gonna take me forever. Never near the heart. My score, I think? I don't know what it does. I think it's a rough approximation of how much health I have remaining. It's health. But then there's a gradient within those numbers. I think it's the distance between different tick marks on there. Still can't do corridor 6. We'll try to remember where it is. Eastern section of the level by the square door. Okay. Yeah, it's the east wall. Plus symbol that I can't mess with yet. Still can't do the plus symbol. Let me go ahead and save again here just to not get set too far back if we die. Even though this is the starting zone, it could still happen. I brought up Notepad this time as well, so I'm going to try to take notes if I get any clues. Looks like I can go this way. Need a special weapon to break it. Already knew about that. To remove Seal 8, set your weapon to no use and fire. Okay, hold on, let me write that down. No use and fire. But we're not going to be there in a while. We have to gear up first before it's going to be possible. It's the same thing you have to do to save your game. It got a lot done with the limited button space on the NES. I've already been this way. I actually pulled up Matt's map from before, so let me check really quick. This just goes to a guy with a message. Oh yeah, this was how I first got in here. So this is the main story, and it says that I need to break the 10 seals. So I assume that's talking about the 10 different corridor seals. I assume they also mean the ones with double digits, so like 11, 12 through 20. That's my guess, at least. Here's the room we started in. Shepherd's Crook goes to Area 3, based on my notes, but I don't remember if I finished it or not. I guess I can pop over there really quick and just see if any mini-bosses spawn. I'll go ahead and try to remember to save in these rooms as well. They're a natural place to save. Game soundtrack's really good too. So the blue balloons restore a small amount of health. The red balloons restore a lot of health, it looks like. Okay, it's corridor 13, which we can't do yet. Or I don't want to do it until I finish all the single-digit ones. Here we go. Boss I didn't do. Sweet. So I didn't fight him. I just gotta burn him down really fast, I think. Nope. I might save outside his room to save time when I come back there. I feel like, are there speed buffs in this game to make my character move more quickly? If there are, I don't think that I've gotten any, I don't think there's like an indicator on the screen there. But I've fought a couple mini-bosses that just move so fast I can't keep up with them. That's corridor 13. I don't go that way just yet. Okay, that's that room. Let's try try a different sub-weapon. I basically have to be running away from this guy constantly as part of what makes him so hard to fight. Doesn't hit him enough times to be worth it, I don't think. Oh, there we go. Right on. Ooh, another defense upgrade. Sweet. This was a good choice then. Should save. Ha. Oh, it's just a save room. Okay, not a big deal. Yeah, that's how we found the way to solve... We actually found that clue after accidentally solving the way to get to Corridor 3. But it's the Earthbound thing where you just have to stand still in the room for a long time. Wait for enough time to pass. Okay, so I think we've beaten most of the sub-bosses in this zone. Call this Area 3 since it contains Corridor 3. I could try popping to the other side of Corridor 13 just to make sure. Ouch. Net gained more health than I lost. I didn't notice how much I had. I'm actually really curious if the score is just vestigial or if it actually does anything in this game. Actually, would anyone mind Googling that really quick? I just want to know, does the score in Guardian Legend do anything? So still in the era when almost all games had a score. I assume it's meaningless. Alright, go check Area 2. I'm good. I might be able to try, do I want to try Corridor 11? Let's see. This is Corridor 12. This must be Area 2 then, okay. I'm still gonna wait, I think. Touch everywhere. What I'm mostly trying to do here is mark zones as complete, so I think I can call Area 3 complete except for Corridor 13. I'm hoping I can mark Area 2 complete except for Corridor 12. And so on. I was previously a shopkeeper, but I bought his thing already. I think Area 2 is done. I think I already beat all the mini-bosses here. It doesn't look like there's other warps out here either, so... Corridor 2 is sealed, which it should be. Pretty convenient for dudes that are chasing you. Alright, so Area 2's done. Let me mark it here. Area 2 complete. Area 3 complete. Except for the double-digit zones, but I want to get as many upgrades as I can before I bother. The difference from 2 defense upgrades is already pretty significant now, right? I feel like I've probably been playing the game on hard mode up till now because of that. Zone feels like it's huge, though. This looks like the exit. No, well, yes, why not? Alright, let's try Area 1. And then we'll do 4 and 5. And then I'll go attempt Corridor 6 again, because those should be all the areas that I'm capable of attempting so far. I'm gonna real quick check what's over here, because I don't remember. Remember this at all. Oh, it's just a shortcut to cut across the center there, I think. Gotcha. All the corridor seals. Okay, that was the clue to get into Corridor 1, which we already did. Fire at the gates. Put some weapons in the boxes. Okay, so you get weapons from... I apparently missed most of this tutorial stuff. I didn't come this way when I first started playing. Alright, and this is multiple exits from that area. Gotcha. This is a very bizarre room, that one right there. I don't know what its purpose is. And it's like a quick shortcut to skip across that side, but I don't know why there is one. Right. I'm gonna assume that Corridor 1 is probably the easiest enemies, but I'm gonna check anyway. I probably already beat all the mini-bosses if I already did all the ones in Corridor 2, but... I skipped some because the attack pattern was too difficult. I do think it's clever of them to make it so that you can skip mini-bosses, just the way the levels are laid out. When a mini-boss triggers, you have time to get to the other side of the screen before it locks you in. Sure. I actually think this looks like it's part of Area 2. Maybe they all share a giant map. This must be Corridor 11. Yeah, if I can't handle Corridor 6, there's no way I can do 11 yet. I guess maybe with the defense upgrades I just picked up. This was a mini-boss. I'll give it a try. If I get wrecked really quickly, then we'll load and save it for later. Last time I attempted it, I was down 2 defense upgrades, so... And I had worse weapons, too. So far, I'm not sure if this is the formula, but it feels like there's a easy version of each stage and a hard version, or like have more enemies, the enemies do more damage, have more hit points. So far, this is going okay. The boss is going to tell whether it's much better. Oh, I just ran into a thing and didn't take a ton of damage. I think the first time I attempted this, I died in like 2 hits or something. I think last time we played this, somebody mentioned that Blaster Master is kind of similar to this, where it has different game modes. This game is basically Nier Automata. You're a lady who turns into a plane. Robot lady that turns into a plane. If I die to the boss, I won't attempt it again for now. This is making me feel confident about trying Corridor 6 again. Oh, this guy. He's pretty rough. It's difficult to consistently dodge is part of the problem. I can actually blow up his little laser? No shit. It makes him significantly less of a threat. Nice. Alright, good to know. It can be done. These creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. No key for doing that. It's good to know. Okay. Oh, interesting. One of these power-ups, it's this one, doesn't use chips. It's a limited resource. Let's see how this works now. Oh, much larger area of effect. Okay, that's cool. Well, let's get out of Area 1. I think I can call Area 1 actually all the way done now. So we've beaten all the mini-bosses, and we beat Corridor 1. So let me mark that really quick, just so I don't come back here. Area 1 complete. Corridor 1. I want to say it was this way. I do like the concept of games that have a bunch of different modes. I haven't played too many other games like that other than Nier Automata. More than one core gameplay loop. Okay. I think this one was the triangle that I can't open yet from, yeah, Matt's picture. This is the other side of that shortcut. On foot and tank modes. Does it have different bosses for each? This one's also one I can't open, I think. Yeah. Candy bar. Can't get in yet. I think I tried going down towards the center here. We'll sell you this in exchange for chips. Okay, I can afford it. Oh shit. Alright, 2 back-to-back. I don't think I have that one yet. Alright, let me try to see if I can... I can't really farm chips in this. Technically can, but it's not a good idea. you're more likely to get drops as preset things. What I need is a chip refill. Try to remember that there's a shop there. That thing gonna give me some chips, maybe? Nope, it's hearts. I think hearts heal health only, but the blue and red chips give you a small heal and replenish your chips a little bit. This is area 4, may as well go scope it out. I'm just restocking chips while I'm in there. Sure. I think some of them are connected. It just makes that map look really intimidating. I think it has all of the subzones on it. Oh, and I didn't realize this, but it looks like they actually connect to the main area. Like that center area is the starting zone. That's interesting. I was misreading it the whole time before. Yeah, I was the one. Serp figured that one out too. Asked for help from the round creature multiple times, was walk in the room, talk to him, walk out of the room, walk back in the room, talk to him, and so on. There's some chips. Oh, that was a big chip refill. Sweet, well that'll let me afford the thing in the shop. Let me finish scoping this place out. Ow. Really hoping for a move speed buff somewhere. This is probably corridor 14. Oh, and also I've been thinking of these little rooms with the key as being like a warp room. I don't think they warp at all. I think they just block access to other parts of the stage. Like, it's exactly what the map suggests. It's more of a traditional, like, Metroidvania door. Right on. Okay. Well, that's neat. Let's see if I'm right here. This should put me on the other side of this. Ah, sweet. Okay. Well, that makes the map way more useful than I thought it was. I guess if I have to abandon something after this session, I'm gonna start to take a screenshot of the room that I abandoned, because I'll be able to find it again without too much trouble. So there's even more rhyme and reason to this game than I thought there was. A game that's comparable I can think of is the original Metroid, but the original Metroid had a really convoluted map. I don't even remember, did it have a map screen? I don't think it did. I think you had to make your own map. Hold on. Oh, wrong weapon. Actually, I want to try this one. Alright, weapon upgrade. That's right. Alright, awesome. There was not a map screen in the original Metroid. Okay. I didn't think so. Oh, this is corridor 4. There's nothing past this. No, it's already done. Sweet, so I think we can say area 4 is done. Area 4 complete. Except for corridor 14, of course, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to area 5 next, just to make sure I didn't skip any mini-bosses. I'm gonna check the hub zone to see if there's more shops that I missed, too. I had to go back and buy that thing that I skipped a second ago. I still feel like there's got to be a movement speed upgrade. Some of these mini-bosses are just too fast for me to possibly dodge them. And maybe they're meant to be like a, do you have enough DPS and defense upgrades to be able to brute force your way through this, because we're going to balance the later stuff around it. That doesn't seem super elegant, and the rest of this game is pretty elegant. Shit. I'd really like for one of y'all to drop a health upgrade. That would make me really happy. That's what I needed, thank you. Not an upgrade, but a healing drop. Wait, I just walked in a circle. Whoops. Don't follow the arrows. The arrows will always take me to the way out. I'm still not sure if score is vestigial in this game or if it serves some purpose. Nor. It's gotta be right and then all the way down, right? Assuming they connect. I wonder if only one enemy is able to drop a power-up on a given screen. Ah, here's what I want. Okay, now we need to go south and then west. So I don't need to wander aimlessly, I can read the map. The only thing that I don't really like about this game is that it doesn't have a great iframe system, and the sound design for attacking isn't very clear on whether you're dealing damage or not. I think that it makes this like tinking noise. It sounds the same whether an enemy is immune to the attack or not. Just a polish thing. But like, the core gameplay loop is super polished. This really feels like a game that they playtested. I haven't been using a guide or anything, and it hasn't been too hard to figure out. It certainly did not read the manual. I think it was in here and then down one, maybe? Yeah. How does this one work? Save. Huh. Weird, this one doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah, pressing the button doesn't work. Maybe it triggers a different way? I don't know. Weird. I'll remember that it's there for now. Doesn't have any special. It says use chip 4. Interesting. Alright, so area 5 is due east of here. Ow. Area 6 was the one where I was putting off for a little while. See if I think I did skip a boss in here. It's giving me a lot of trouble. There's this like crystal thing. I watched the VOD on double speed this morning, so I'm a little caught up on what was happening before. Still don't feel like I'm ready for 15. I see. That's why there's 2 exits from there. It's basically just a locked door, nothing particularly special. Something over this way, though. That was a dead end, right? Yeah, looks like it. Ow, ow, ow. Holy crap. Wow. That was a very fortunate drop. Yeah, but that was what I was talking about with the iframe issue. You have none, so if you have multiple enemies walking on you, you just get melted almost instantly. This is the clue for Seal 5. Oh, did I ever walk over here? I guess not. Right on. How does this one work? Ooh. Right on. Doesn't persist across multiple screens, though. It's good to know. Okay. Disproves my theory that only one of those things can be on the screen at once. It's just a dead end. God, there's so many enemies in here. It looks like the blue power-ups. Here's the boss that I skipped before. Let's try him now. I don't think I ever landed on a good power-up to use against him either. Try this one. I forget the name of the boss that he looks like. He looks like a boss from the original Legend of Zelda. God, don't stand on top of him. It looks like I can't get away with brute forcing him. At least not with that weapon. Let's try this one, maybe. I don't actually know if that's doing damage or not. I don't think it's destroying his... Well, it's destroying his little attacks, though. That's nice. Yeah, right. Appreciate the hot tips, Jahan. Having the extra size on that is really nice, but again, I don't know if it's actually hitting the thing or not. Those Andrea tier tips, right? I don't think that's doing anything. This one, maybe? That's definitely making a it's taking damage noise. I'll try just using this attack next time. Oh, sweet! Oh, it had a defense upgrade the whole time, which is what I needed to be able to fight it. Okay, sweet. I guess I'll finish checking this zone out real quick. Oh god. Please be a heart. Thank you. I'd even go so far as to say that your tips are Gucci lit. It's an even higher level of lit. These drop hearts. Oh, sweet. Didn't know I could get permanent power-ups as enemy drop. Well, I guess I got a thing that told me that, didn't I? I just have to kill those things fast enough to get it. Oh, actually, no, that's not a... Never mind. That's the screen clear power-up that I only have so many of that don't use my chips as a resource. My bad. Nothing. Okay. So I think Area 5 is done then as well. Mark that here. Area 5 complete. Okay, sweet. Those are the kill it with fire spiders. If you let them live too long, they just start reproducing. This game clearly doesn't care about the NES sprite limit. It just keeps drawing them. It's like, yeah, whatever. Eventually everything's gonna start flickering, deal with it. It is still relevant for the weapon, though. Like, the weapon fires faster the closer to the edge of the screen I'm at, right? Versus this. I think that's the same with, Mega Man's lemons. There can only be 3 on the screen at a time. So if you're close shooting near the edge of the screen, you can get more shots off per second and get higher DPS. And there's the exit. Awesome. Who is this guy? Looks like Lolo. I don't know if anyone ever played those games. They're these really hard puzzle game series for the NES. I believe the game had a suicide button, because you could get yourself into an unwinnable game state pretty easily. So Area 6 is over there. I just want to explore everything over this way to make sure I didn't skip anything. Whoa. Is that a move speed upgrade? Oh shit. Okay, it totally was, and I did not know it was there. I don't think it's marked anywhere how many of those I have, is it? I don't see it on the screen. Right on. There is a round creature in this room. It will give you items in exchange for power chips. I just never explored over here, did I? Okay. Cool. Shit. I was supposed to come here really early in the game, and I did not. Oops. I basically missed all the tutorial stuff. I just happened to not come in this direction before. Save room. Whoa! Okay, I get it. This is the refill up to max. This is your Metroid Prime refill hallway. Presumably it always just resets. It does not always reset, that was a waste! Shit. Well, now I know. And I already went everywhere that was down, so... I guess it's time to go to Area 6, which is where we started this stream. Of course. Hey, it's a T shape, sir. That's what people were saying. Alright, we now have 4 shield upgrades and an extra weapon upgrade, so hopefully this goes better. And I have my speeds higher, which I assume applies to the space shooter mode. What? Just checking... I don't think I actually used this before. Oh, that's cool. Oh, but it's consuming energy the longer it's on the screen. Okay, don't want that. Yeah, I'm still taking damage, but I'm not getting like one shot by those crystals now. They were killing me in like 3 hits before, and there were enough of them without the iframes. Okay, so I can try to use a sub-weapon to destroy those quickly before they can shoot too many crystals at me. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't know I could actually destroy those. My damage is only high enough now for it to be possible, I guess. Shape shoots first. So I wonder if speedrunners bother with getting defense upgrades in this game, or if they just try to get as many damage upgrades as possible. Or if there's a weapon that's so strong that they can skip the damage upgrades. Ejaculate precision. Boss hallway, maybe not. Here we go. I totally agree. She might join in later when she gets back from her therapist, we'll see. She might also just take a nap. Oh, maybe it only takes damage during that animation? That'd be rough. If that's correct. This is that typing of a dead boss all over again. I showed that game to Drunk Andrea yesterday because she said she wanted to see it. I told her about it. That I was playing it that day. Hey! Nice. She was dying laughing at the voice acting and just the characters walking around with the keyboard in front of them. So, plus key... I can't say the area is complete, though. I haven't fully explored the opposite side of it, so let me do that now. Alright, almost all of my upgrades are level 2 at least, and I've got one that's level 3, that's exciting. I started exploring over here without all the upgrades and was getting my ass kicked, that's right. Sweets. Oh, is 3 the maximum? Interesting. Okay, so that means that if you want to power up all the weapons, there's not one correct way to do it. That's pretty cool. I wonder if these rooms have any significance, because they're always dead ends, and they always have that red thing in the center that I can't get through. Okay, so I wonder if like killing the enemies in the room tended to give you an upgrade, and that doesn't appear to be the case. Dead end. This has to go to corridor 16, right? I really like that attack. I think those ice things are get off the screen as fast as you can. I don't think they can actually be defeated. That's where I came from, isn't it? Make sure. Oh, this is corridor 16, okay. Well, I'm definitely not done with the zone. Before I check it, let me make sure I can say Area 6 is done. A lot of dead ends here, too. See you, sir. Take travels home. Ooh. Ooh, is this area 7? Oh. I guess there are multiple ways to get in here? There must be. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's finish exploring area 6 first. Yeah, I'll have to remember that that's there, though. I guess I can because it's marked on the map. I think this room I'm headed to is a dead end, but I'm just gonna double check. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess let's scope out Area 7. There's another plus sign warp that's in the hub area. I don't know where it goes now. Sweet. Yeah, so I guess the XY coordinates are like global for the whole game. I thought before that they were unique to different zones, but I don't think that's true. Well, I'm confident enough to say that Area 6 is complete. Let's say that here. Complete. Save and scope out Area 7 from this direction. Not doing that yet. I wonder if I can get back to the hub world from here. I assume I can. Should be this way, right? And then left, then up? Oh, okay, hold on. Alright, this is a good weapon. Kind of across the board, it looks like, if I can time it right. Just because of the lack of iframes. Not so great if I don't time that against these things. Oh. Just got 50,000 score. What did that do? Upgraded my health, I think? I think I had 15 max health before. Oh, okay, so it's like experience points for killing stuff. Well, this seems like the enemy to farm for it, right? Because I think it gives you an unlimited number of ads. Sweet. Level 3 grenade. Cool, so it's a huge area of effect now. I want to get level 3 of the current weapon that I'm using, that would be great. If I'm correct, this should take me back to the hub world. Then I can double check. I think there's a couple other places that use the plus sign in the hub world. Sweet! I get it! Awesome! They actually all connect. I wish I had this game as a kid. I would have really liked it. Wonder if the restock zone ever refills? Oh, well, I totally want this one, because this increases my chip maximum. And it's like he sold it to me, but did he really sell it to me? Oh, interesting. Is this an alternate way to get to the shop? 1200 chips is exciting. He sold me a max chip upgrade that automatically refilled my chips, so I essentially got it for free. Oh, 16. Oh, really? Okay, so I have an easy way to go do Corridor 16 later. Good to know. Should remember that that's through that shop there. Alright, I think that was the last area that I haven't explored here. Actually, well, no, there's one more plus sign to the southwest, so I'm going to scope that real fast. I also wanted to see if the restock room ever regenerates or if it's gone forever. Sneaking suspicion that it's gone forever. This is a plus sign, isn't it? Oh, Corridor 8. Well, I know what to do here, don't I? I think they taught me. It was, unequip everything and press the fire button. Nice. I'll try it. This must go to Area 8 then, right? Is that what the map suggests? Yeah, that's gotta be right. There's that big unused area in the top left corner. I'm wondering if that's like the endgame zone or something. Let's go. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I want to go back to Area 8 here soon. The music here is pretty sweet. Alright, I'm starting to take a lot of damage again, but maybe it's doable. Let's see. I'm not doing enough damage either. probably is expecting that I have another weapon upgrade before I come here. This game does not care about the NES sprite limit. It's we'll just flicker all of them. We want to have a shitload of enemies on the screen. I kind of admire that, actually. Oh wow, I blew through all my chips. I'm gonna lose to the boss then. Or I'm just gonna die here. That could happen too. Well, we're not doing Corridor 8 right now. We do have it open. Is this World 8? It is. Okay. Got it. Let's try to see if I get a weapon upgrade in Area 7 would be my guess. Make that much more realistic. Right, I'm gonna check the restock area before I go to Area 7. It does restock eventually. Okay, well, that's cool. Gives you no score, though. Interesting that, like, all of the 1 through 10 corridors are gated by a puzzle, so I probably need to find a hint somewhere here for Area 7. Let's ignore the signs for now. I'm starting to take lots of damage from regular enemies again, too. Full heal? Alright. I have to walk all the way around to get to that, whatever it is. It's gotta be an upgrade, right? Such a pain in the ass to get to. Okay. This is a save guy. Corridor 17 is automatically opened. I've been here before, actually. Let's see what's to the right of it. Oh, sweet. We're pretty sure that level 3 is max level for a sub-weapon, or what I'm calling a sub-weapon. Really? Huh. Wonder if there's some sort of puzzle with that. Let me save really quick. Try to enter the room in the corridor several times. Only then will Seal 7 be removed. Okay. Corridor 7, try to enter several times. Let's save here for the fight that's outside. What do we got? This guy was, the sword all day. Alright, shield upgrade. Perfect. It's a shop. I will only sell you one of these. Oh, so I want the movement speed. Nice. Oh wow, I burned through my chips there in that last fight. I realize how quickly you can burn through it just holding the sword out. Yikes. That significantly changes my combat effectiveness, doesn't it? Bread, please? Nope. Alright. Corridor 7 said attempt to enter multiple times, right? I don't know if that means the room itself or the center door. Probably means the room. This might still be too hard though, we'll see. I'm going to go back to the main area and restock on my chips anyway. I don't know if it means to the same door too, which is tricky. Let's try doing it from the same door, I guess. There it goes. Okay. Sweet. I'll give it a try. I have no shot, but I have no ammo. Not like I don't have a shot, it's impossible for me to win. Oh, that speed upgrade's nice. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, well now I know at least. Let's go refill our chips are gonna help. And we need to get a damage boost. We need to be able to one-shot those guys. I've been in this hallway before, haven't I? Chip refill? Oh, mild, not all the way, but take it. I think I know where this goes. Yeah, take me to the other side of this. Probably gonna get me to a sub-weapon upgrade. It's just extra energy for the screen clear bomb. Okay. That's okay. It seems like the shops that let you pick something, there's always a correct choice. I actually don't know what I picked last time I did this. I hope I didn't pass up a speed up or a max chips up. Because you only get one chance. Like that's very Zelda 1-like, right? Zelda 1 has the choose between a potion or a heart container. It's like, why would you pick the heart container? Or why would you pick the potion? Alright. I gotta go to the refill room really fast. Let's see. It's north 2 and then west. Then I'll attempt the corridor 7 again. Full resources, maybe. I still feel like I'm missing a weapon power-up. A little bit too weak for that stage. Alright, full resources again. Very nice. I'm gonna try to make it to the boss room without taking any damage if I can help it. Might be a little bit rough. It's cool that the locked doors are marked only after you find them too. So they didn't just like throw a map in the game. They actually mark the player location, the map updates when you visit new zones. keys. I think it was east and then south one. Or 7. Let's try it again. Not looking too much better. Even with that defense upgrade I got from this stage, still kind of getting my ass kicked in here. Yikes. Seem to get not hit by those lasers, maybe, the most of the incoming damage? Interesting. Those guys do not respond to my big orb of damage. Because I don't have that at level 3 yet. They eat them, actually. Maybe that's what makes this stage difficult. Better just avoiding them, I guess, if I can. Hey, Ludifex, how you doing? Yeah, this guy's got a shitload of hit points. Come on. You got a lot of eyes. Alright, yikes. That was troublesome. Alright, let's go back to lady form. Oh, I didn't get a key for doing that. Interesting. Alright. So I must have to do World 8. That's exciting though, right? I must just make it do more damage. It's still cool though, it's a really strong power. Saving. Okay, I think I'm done with Corridor 7, which is kind of a little bit worrisome. Pretty sure I've gotten all the mini-bosses and stuff. I assume Corridor 8's gonna give me a new key. This right? No. That gets me back to Area 6. This is right. And I'll restock when we get back to the hub zone. I don't need to, I'm pretty close. Let's see if we can do something. That's a safe door anyway. Okay, we already found where Area 8 is. It's down in the southwest corner. Just refill really fast. And I assume that the triangle and the chocolate bar in the top left corner are areas 9 and 10. But after I do those, I just have to go back through and do area 11 through 20. Should be doable. Wait, this isn't right. This is the clue about Seal 6. Okay. We already solved Seal 8, the Corridor 8 at least. But I bet I have to explore World 8 to get the damage and shield upgrades that I'll need to survive in here, so I'm gonna try to do that first. So I could technically attempt quarter 8 right now, given that I already solved it. That was a waste. I think that's just a full heal, full chips. What are you gonna get? No, not this guy. It's really hard to avoid damage from. I think we want to use this one. The speed boost certainly helps with reducing my damage burden, but he still hurts to fight. Alright, I'll have to try a different weapon against him. Save that full heal this time. Actually, let me save outside the room so I don't have to walk so far. What weapon do I want to try? I guess we can give the grenade a shot. Although so far the grenade hasn't worked on boss fights. That doesn't seem to do anything. How about this one, maybe? It doesn't seem like it was complete garbage. The problem is it stays on the screen for way too long where it's not helping me. How about this one, maybe? No, it's way too slow. The lack of iframes is making this really hard. Let's see. This one, maybe? This makes a really slow-moving, like, option, if I recall correctly. It's actually pretty good. Now I can run away from him constantly. I just clipped through the wall there. Interesting. I can't perfectly dodge him, though. He eventually comes at me in a way that I can't get away from him. So it's a question of, can I win the DPS race? I cannot. Alright, so what other weapons do I have? I could try just standing on him and using this guy. It's not max level, but... So don't win the DPS race with that. Alright. What does this one do? Really fast wall attack. That shoots behind me, which might be good if he's chasing me. I don't think it's getting quite as many shots off as the other thing I was using. The fact that it has so many shots, too, makes me think it doesn't do a lot of damage. Let's try this one, maybe? I don't even think that's really hitting him that hard at all. I might actually be able to avoid damage from him depending on how I move. If I wait for him to bounce... Maybe this is the right way to do it. Not with that weapon, but I think I know how to avoid damage. So let's try using this one. And try to wait for him to bounce. That was not the one I actually meant to use. Which one was it? This one, maybe? Yeah, that one. I still have to move far away from him, though. I just have to pause right before he jumps, I think. It's tricky. Ooh, that was a lot of damage all at once. I kinged him for some iframes, right? Just finish him off, please! You're so close! I have a feeling this guy's gonna drop what do you call it? damage upgrade as well, which wouldn't that just be perfect? I need the damage upgrade to be able to beat him before he finishes killing me. If he gets me stuck in a corner like that and gets like 2 or 3 hits off on me, it's really bad. Nope. Alright, I have to make a choice here. Do I want to keep attempting this guy or try to come back to him with an upgrade later? But I already have 5 shield upgrades. I don't know if it's going to get much better. I definitely want something that I can use that lets me attack him when he's behind me. That's what this one was, right? I'll try this one. I think the damage on it's pretty good, but like aiming it's practically impossible is part of the problem. Nope, that's not going to do it either. Man, this is hard. I still don't know what this thing does. I haven't been able to trigger it. Maybe it only triggers when I get hit or something? Let's try it. I'm pressing the button to trigger it and it's not happening. It doesn't appear to do anything. I'm gonna have to Google what that one does. This is the rapid fire one, maybe. I don't think it does enough damage, though. No. I've tried almost all my weapons, then. I'll try skipping him really quick and just see if there's another upgrade just like right past him or something. If I could get the sword upgrade, I might be able to out DPS him. Which again, might be what they're trying to test me. Whether or not I have enough DPS to survive the later stages. Sure. Maybe I'll get something good here. One sec, let me turn off Discord. Sorry about that. This guy is certainly a much easier boss to fight. Alright. That's kind of a useless upgrade for beating him, though. I was really hoping it would be a health... Oh, well, there's a health upgrade, so... And it lets me survive for one more tick of sword damage. So maybe we'll try him again with that. Can I fit through here? Okay. The answer is barely yes. I'm making sure I'm not missing anything over this way. I still don't know what the hell that thing does. It's a cool looking enemy. I think it's the first time I've seen that guy. This is probably 18. It is 18. Definitely not ready for that. I just wonder how this thing works. You know what? I'm curious enough, I'm gonna look it up. Guardian Legend... Sub-weapons. Weapons. Laser. Can only be used in the corridor stage. Interesting. Okay. Well, now it's level 2, so maybe it'll be good. That explains why it doesn't work here. Oh, whoops. Let's go try this nasty boss again. That guy was a save point. I tried going right here, did I? No. I was really hoping that was going to be a chips up or something. Okay, hold on. Try this again. A little short of max health, but maybe it'll work. Let's see. I could try using this one. I have 198. I just don't know if it actually does damage to him or not. This is a screen clear that doesn't use chips. Pretty sure that only kills like regular enemies. I don't think it does any damage to bosses. Oh well. Well, I'm gonna try to see if I can out DPS him. I don't know if it's gonna work. It might be possible if I stand in a way that doesn't have him overlapping my hitbox the whole time. And this thing is higher damage, but it's just so hard to aim because it comes out of her sides. Yeah, I'm not gonna win with that. It's like I need more damage of some kind. I wish I could use the grenade against him, but I really don't think it does any damage. Guess if I got the sword upgrade, I could try that. One more try, and then I gotta come back. I bet he drops a weapon damage upgrade. You know, I haven't tried doing it with the weapon, though. This was the actual, for real, no fooling last try. Spamming shots at the same time. He has no iframes either, so... helps a little. I got a good bounce pattern there. Nice. First try. Good God. It was a chip upgrade. Alright, that's still really significant. Save. We only won because we got him in a good bounce pattern in the corner there where he was always taking damage but not always damaging me. Woof. Alright, now we can try Corridor 8. Let's try this new laser thing I just got. I wonder if it's any good. Ooh, that's cool. Can I, like, hold that down? I can. It's not too chip intensive, which is nice. These green guys take way too much damage to kill, though. It's getting me in trouble. I don't think I'm really meant to kill them. I think I'm supposed to just like lure them into corners and then avoid them. Try bringing this thing back. I think I prefer it. Just try not to waste it on the green guys. Because if the green guys block that shot, it pierces everything else. But I can easily deplete all of my ammo if I'm not careful, if I keep shooting it at the green Octorok looking things. Gotten a power up to drop in a while. So the level moves really fast, so it's hard to get them when they do drop. see how this goes. This guy again. It's one of the first bosses in the game. Palette swapped. Great if some of his eyeballs drop some power-ups, like right there! Didn't get it in time. I'm gonna have to try this level again, that's okay. Whoops. Nope. That's the one I'm most recent on, right? Right? Palette swaps. See if I can make it to the boss with more resources this time would be nice too. I could try using some of my screen clears here. Actually, that's pretty good for doing the stages. I have nothing else to spend them on, and I've got a bajillion of them. It doesn't work on the big eyeballs. It's good to know. Yeah, like 189 of them, and I would never use them in a normal stage. Non-corridor stage, I should say. This is great. I'm gonna get to the boss with full resources. Pumped. Actually not sure on the maximum of these I'm allowed to carry either. This is my first stage ever using them. I'm probably going to need them for the endgame zones. Maybe they're all balanced, assuming I have this. Make it? Alright. I think I still want this attack, because it travels so slowly, it lands in the hitbox for a really long time. I want to try to keep the amount of damage I take during this as low as I can. Especially if I can get that big circle thing traveling with the same speed he is moving up. It's hard to target it at that point. Pretty good heal there. Ooh, it's too bad I missed that power up. I'm dead, aren't I? Yep. Shit. Alright. Well, I think next time I get to the boss, I'm gonna save right beforehand so we don't do the whole stage. We kind of solved the stage. No need for ramming speed. I have to get under that guy to damage him, which is what's really hard about it. That's where all the damage comes from. Maybe I have another power-up I could try. I'll save before the boss. It'll give me a chance to try some things without having to go through the entire stage to test it. Okay, save here. Let's try this one. Why not? If I hit him from the sides, it'll go better. Only hits his main eyeball, otherwise he doesn't take any damage at all, it looks like. Interesting. It might be working better. Without damage numbers, it's hard to say for sure. Definitely taking less damage here. Also not 100% sure if I'm damaging him or if I'm only damaging his little shots he's firing, right? Hopefully I'm damaging him. He's thrusting velocity. I think I am damaging his eyeballs.
Dylan!
Whoa! Whoa, the game just froze. What's up, Andrea?
I'm gonna make mac and cheese.
Okay, thanks for the heads up. My controller just died while I was trying to do that. I think I'm about to lose because of it, which is a bummer. Hold on one sec, let me see if I can get it to reconnect here. Oh, we were so close, too. Yeah, we'll beat him next attempt. Bummer. Yeah, right. Here, I'm gonna mute for a bit while she uses the microwave so it's not... This boss is really hard. He takes a lot of damage. Worried I don't have enough resources to beat this boss at all. This attack clearly isn't good enough. I can try this one. Okay, I think Andrea's done making her thing.
Yeah.
This fight, I think, assumes that I have what I assume is the damage upgrade from the enemy that was kicking my ass earlier, which I do not have. God, he has so many shots when this happens. Hopefully some of these can drop power-ups. They can't, thank God. I need to get ammo power-up to drop, though. There's one. God. Game slows down so much there. Ugh. Alright, well, that's kind of a strategy. It did get me to his final phase. I just have to dodge a lot of damage then. Let me think about this. This is pretty hard. This game would be impossible to stream if I wasn't at 60 FPS because the number of sprites on the screen means that the flickering you would just see nothing. It would be invisible most of the time. He's pretty tough. I think the main thing that's making him tough is my lack of damage upgrades. So I just don't hit him hard enough to kill him quickly. Shoot that in the center. He spends a lot of his time in the center of the screen, so if I can fire this thing in the middle and then avoid damage and collect power-ups, it should help. Also, making it to his phase when he doesn't have ammo that's dropping stuff with full resources would be good, too. Easier said than done, though. I could go back and try to kick that mini-boss's butt that probably drops a damage upgrade. And I guess it's still possible that there could be a better sub-weapon to use against him, I just haven't discovered it yet. This is the hardest phase, because now he doesn't drop anything anymore. Because he only drops stuff when his eyeballs are out, so I gotta get him to phase 2 from here. Which is incredibly difficult, because he has so many shots on the screen, but they do drop things, the other shots. There's phase 2. Oh, that was a full heal! No! Ah! Alright. Okay, this is going to be a first try when we finally win. This guy's super rough. I think this is the best weapon I can possibly use against him, though, because it stays on the screen for so long. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could try. No, I need it to be attacking on the screen where I'm not. That's too bad. If I had gotten that power up, it may have been possible, too. That's way too dangerous. I have to stand too close to him to get any damage in. It's not doing as much as the other thing. Let's go back to this guy. I only have one of those on the screen at a time, which is part of what's getting me in trouble. I think if I move opposite to him, as long as I trigger that thing at the right time, it should be okay. Yeah, I might have a movement pattern now for dealing with him. We'll see. I just need to get luckier on drops during the fight. It's a big part of it. Okay. Killed one of his eyeballs. No! That was such a bummer that the thing that I needed for a full heal dropped. But it would have been really hard to pick it up anyway, so... now he's just his regular bullets. Now the real Dark Souls begins. Oops. I gotta get him into phase 2 and then hope that he drops when I need, basically. Oh yeah. I'm excited. I already own Dark Souls 1 in like many, many different ways. I was trying to get to the health power-up. Woof, man. Golly. Gee willikers. Guess I'll try this. I don't think I've actually seen it damage bosses or mini-bosses before, but... oh, that's working. Alright. The question is, how much damage does it actually deal, though? See if it's even kind of comparable to my, other strategy. I don't think it is. If I can make it to phase 2 here with a lot of ammo and a lot of health, then I might have a chance. But that's easier said than done. He's not really transitioning phases very quickly. I'm also not taking a lot of damage though, so... go back to this strategy. Hey, there's a full heal. Fortunately, he's not very close to dead though, so... if I do make it to phase 2 with a decent number of resources, I think I'm going to make a separate pause quick save there, just because this fight is so hard and it takes so long to get to phase 2. My limited damage. Okay. Killed one of his eye sets, we gotta kill the other one and then his central eye, and then he switches to phase 2. Which is when shit gets super real. Okay, now we're in maintenance mode before phase 2. Actually, let's just do it now. Oh shit, that was an accident. Avoid any incoming damage. There's phase 3. Try to use the slowdown to my advantage, like, used to have to do that in, the original release of, Binding of Isaac. It was super laggy, but you could use the lag to try to dodge. Just focus on dodging. Don't stress. That was a full heal, but that's okay. I'm not that far from max resources right now. It was worth the damage I took. I might be able to beat him without actually having to use those save states I just made. That'd be cool. Just from playing more safely. This could all go away in a second if he can hit my... God. First try! Jesus. Well, at least I didn't actually have to use those phase save states that I made. It feels kind of cheesy, but... didn't end up using them. Just got good at dodging, basically. I wish I could have gotten a Solaire amiibo with effects. Alright, that's Corridor 8, which did in fact give me a new key, which is very exciting, so... let's make a bunch of saves here, so we don't lose any of them. Yeah, they got shipped. There's a bunch of people on Reddit that were posting that they received them. So I could try using this against that boss that was kicking my ass. I need his damage boof. I don't think I can keep trying to progress through the game without it, with how hard that was. Oh, sweet. I envy you. I would love to play Dark Souls 1 again for the first time. You should stream it. People like to watch it, too. I think he was in the zone. Maybe he was in zone 7? I was sworn he was here. Hey, welcome back, sir. How you doing? Maybe he was 7. He was really kicking my ass then. Yikes. Not doing that anytime soon. I'm gonna try to kill this guy. It's the only zone I've ever seen him in, so I'm wondering if he's got a special drop. Doesn't look like it. Think you were planning to give up on it, Ludifex? Or did you come around on that? It must have been back in Zone 7. Wow, it was so long ago. That boss was so hard. Yeah, it's not really that great of a power. I gotta get the sword upgrade, I think, if I'm gonna beat him. So, another possibility is there might be more shield, weapon, and power upgrades, like sub-weapon upgrades by, let me load where I was at the beginning here. There might be more upgrades in, like, corridors 12 through 18, and I should be able to do some of those, because corridor 11 was kind of trivial. So, let's go do corridor 13, I guess. See what drops. I think Lama Lana 1 has a hint site that's like, you can slowly opt into more and more explicit hints over time. I want to say there was one on the wiki, too. Alright, let's see how much harder this is now. Or easier it is than when I last attempted it. So find out what it drops, if anything. Oh, not that one we want. Well, no, this will make the stage trivial. But we shouldn't need to make this stage trivial. You do one for Lama Lana 2 already? Nice. The Brahma puzzle is that, but then you have to solve the Brahma puzzle, so. I think even if you just looked up the solution to the Brahma puzzle, it wouldn't be the end of the world, or looked up enough detail to get you moving on it. You're probably far enough in the game that you can complete it. Yeah, and once you... Like, I managed to start doing that at the very beginning of my Lama Lana 2 playthrough. I guess you could always restart it. You could probably get back to where you are pretty fast. I feel like most of the time spent playing that game is figuring out what you're supposed to do. I did a screenshot of every single tablet in the game, and I still relied on chat to help with a lot of it. But that only worked because I started doing it immediately. If I had waited until halfway through the playthrough, like with La Milana 1, I wouldn't be able to keep track of what I had already seen. I was able to use the glow around tablets to know if I had captured it or not. I still wish it would capture those in-game for you and let you do a text search. I don't think it would take too much away from the game. Hello. God. What the hell is... Good lord. This guy's much easier than the previous boss, though, it looks like. Or the boss that I most recently attempted. He was meant to be harder than this guy, I think. If you time that shot right, it destroys all the missiles before they can do anything. Sweet. Still looking for a good co-op game then, Johan? I'll keep thinking about it. You should try, if you can probably get it on a Dolphin emulator. You might need to get actual Wiimotes, though, I don't know. But, oh, I can get shield upgrades from doing these. Okay, well that makes a huge difference. I should totally go back and do these levels, then. That's good to know. You should try Super Mario Galaxy. It's like the ideal... One person is a veteran gamer and the other person is not game. Because, the person that's controlling Mario is mostly just, you know, playing the game normally, and then the person that has the Wiimote as player 2 is pointing to stun enemies, and you can also use it to pick up some of the collectibles that are around the stage. It's really great for that purpose. I'd actually like to see more games that try to have a mode like that. I think that Mario Odyssey might have one, but you can't emulate that. If you can find a cheap Wiimote, though, that should be pretty possible. Imagine you can find them secondhand very inexpensive, just because so many people had such a glut of Wiis. Alright. Let's do all these double-digit corridors for the upgrades. Hopefully one or more of them have a weapon damage upgrade. That's what made that World 8 boss so hard, it was just lack of damage. That's because I was putting off these double-digit corridors, because I was afraid of them, but they're actually not that hard. DuckTales Remastered. Yeah, switching on death is fun. I think that games that use a controller, but it's fairly simple input. Actually, do you think she'd enjoy Adventures of Lolo? That would be one you could trade controllers for. There's no dexterity component in that game. It's all puzzles. This game does not care about flickering sprites. Anglerfish guy. Oh wow, that extra shield upgrade means I take like virtually no damage now. Without the lure, right? Poor balding fishy. Alright, so that's a level 3 laser. That might actually be kind of good. Mostly what I'm here for, though, is damage and shield upgrades. Well, it's because I'm doing them out of order. I believe there's at least 20 corridors in the game, and they let you access corridors 10 through 18 before 1 through 8, but you're kind of meant to skip them because they're very hard when you first interpret them. And I thought the difficulty was linear from like 1 through 20, but that doesn't appear to be the case. I did 11 already, let's go to 14. Okay, up is one of the areas that I still need to go to, area 9. So I think that corridor I just did was a little bit more comparable with like area 7 than area 8, which is the one that kicked my ass. Whoops. I got an upgrade to my laser sub-weapon, which it might be good when it's at max level, but I really need a flat damage increase. I got a flat defense increase from one of these, and that was really nice. Eventually, these double-digit ones are probably going to be harder. So I'm hoping this next one has a weapon damage upgrade. I'm about to get stuck. I went the wrong way, didn't I? I did! I should probably increase the how long to beat for this. I have a feeling the how long to beat is for someone that's played it before. Or that most of the people submitting times on how long to beat are familiar enough with the game. There we go. Alright, let's try it. The one that I struggled with wasn't really so much difficult as it was... It had too many hit points for the amount of damage I was able to deal to it. So it made it a really, really long marathon to try to survive. There's still a sub-boss. Actually, there's a sub-boss back in World 7 I might go to after attempting this. Because I can probably beat him now. Because I have an additional defense upgrade, and I wasn't able to win the DPS race against him before. I bet he drops a weapon upgrade. At least I hope he does. Worms, yeah. I guess that would be my recommendation. A game that requires that you use the controller but has no dexterity requirement. Like, you can take as long as you need to input commands. Lemmings, maybe. There's a couple Lemmings games you can play with a controller. Should probably do an RPG. To that end. I've actually never played Worms. You have a limited amount of time in that. I guess you have a limited time in something like Lemmings as well. This guy is perfect for this weapon. And I'm a big fan of this extra shield upgrade, because nothing does damage to me anymore. It's great. You can turn the timer off. This seems good. Try Googling... Let me see if I can find it, actually. Maybe I can give you the link. Here, this is great. This is from Child's Play, the Penny Arcade. Charity. Oh, sweet, that's a health upgrade. I'll take it. They made that for kids that are stuck in a hospital, kind of giving them something to play, so they have a lot of ideas in there of like, okay, here's a game that's really good to play if your kid is bored, or if they're not really familiar with the controller, that sort of thing. So you might be able to get some good suggestions on there. If the light hook could disappear after a few seconds, that would be pretty evil. No kidding. Yeah, it's like specifically targeted to parents as like a, if you don't know what game to pick for your kid to try, pick from this list. And it'll give a lot of like, here's if they have issue with attention, maybe pick this one instead. They want to do co-op, how about this? Alright, well so far I can totally handle the double-digit levels, so maybe they don't scale the way I thought they did. It could just be that they scale so that they're slightly harder than the single-digit stage in the same area. I'm guessing health upgrades go up to 25 at maximum. Oh, nice, Leon. Thanks for sharing that link. Let me try that new laser, just out of curiosity. Huh. Well, that's nice because they spawn on either side of me now. Oh, but they use up a shitload of ammo. It must mean they must be pretty good. Man, I wish this game had sequels. Just really be interested to see, like, where would they take this game? Let's see what Link to the Past did for Zelda 1. What would this game's Link to the Past have been like? Or its, Ocarina of Time. Nice, Johan. Child's Play is my favorite charity. It's the one that I support with Amazon Smile and all that. They do some really cool stuff. They basically have every children's hospital in the world fully stocked with all sorts of different video games, many of which the kids are allowed to take home with them. Let's see if the laser's comparable damage now. Depends on how many hits it's getting in, though, right? The lack of iframes is a big deal in this. But I'm still taking no damage because of my shield upgrades, so... I might be at max shield, actually. It looks like it hits the edge of the screen there. Unless if it changes to a number or something at some point. Nothing sucks more than being stuck in a hospital bed, so video games are a great help there. Alright, a chip upgrade. Ooh. And it's a shots upgrade now, that's super exciting. I didn't think I'd get another one of those. It's a really significant chip upgrade too. Okay, well that might also help with this sub-boss that's kicking my ass. Let's go try Area 16 and see what happens. Wait, I think corridor 16 I had an easier way to get to it. Hold on. I told myself to make a mental note about this a while ago. I thought so. Is this corridor 16? It is. Sweet. Alright, we're getting there. After we do this one, we just have 17, 18, 9, 10, 19, 20. So if we keep this pace... Oh yeah, now this gun is better too. That's nice. Let's use this thing. Oops, wrong option. This is the zone to use the screen clear on. I feel like these stages scroll faster as you progress through them. Can't destroy the ice blocks at all. Just gotta dodge them, it looks like. Oh, I can, but they don't get blown up by that thing. That's interesting. I think I used the screen clears to kill those enemies much faster than the game was anticipating. Alright, who we got? This thing, okay. I think this is the best weapon against him still. Maybe? I gotta time when it fires up at him though. This guy gave me a lot of trouble in the first session. Alright, kick his ass. Come on, weapon power up. You know what I want, game. Or chip power up, I guess. Or sword power up. Am I excited about that? I'm not sure. I guess I can use that to run away from enemies. It looks like it uses a lot of chips per shot, which probably means it does a lot of damage. Alright, I'm gonna go restock, and then we'll go try level 17, which will also let me fight that mini-boss, get my revenge. Maybe I'll try Area 18? I don't know. Given how hard 9 was with my current weapon, I might wait until I find a weapon power-up. There's like one more room over, right? Oh, maybe not. Thought he was. See how it goes. Uh-oh. Let's use these again. These guys are too hard. Take too many shots without the insta-kill. So many eyeballs. Yikes. I think I need to use this thing to destroy that. It's impractical for an entity to have eyes in its small intestine. I wonder how that would change our lives if we knew it was going on down there all the time. Sounds like it would be horrific. Pretty sure there are enemies in Darkest Dungeon that have eyes in their small intestine. Okay, we want... Try to hit as many of them as I can here, right? Send it down the center here. I already killed the side eyeballs, so it'll make it a little bit faster. Overwhelming damage. First try. Still feel like I'm missing a sub-boss. Let me, I'm gonna look up maps for this game really quick. Guardian Legend. I don't know where I missed it. Alright, sword upgrade. I actually do need that. That's exciting. Oops. Just trying to use this map to get back to where I was. There was a mini-boss down here, but I think I already killed it. Yeah. Oh, well there's another shield upgrade, that's a big deal. Okay, 7 shield. Maybe the one I'm thinking about is in Area 8 then, which I've already been. Maybe I just barely missed re-encountering it. Yeah, it totally is. Oh, it drops chips. Okay, well that's fine, I need chips. Oh wait, no, I actually did finish killing that guy. That's right. I got him trapped in the top left corner, and he kept bouncing into my sword without it actually damaging me. Okay, never mind. We're fine. Everything's good. I think this isn't the most efficient way to get back out. So, if I don't have a weapon upgrade, I think I'm gonna try stage 9 before I try stage 18. That seems correct. It's up this way, right? Up 1 and then left. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and update the how long to beat to 6 hours. It's closer to the time we have today, too. I think 6 hours is possible. I'm gonna have to do a quick run through and make sure I'm not missing any major weapon upgrades, but... Alright, let's go give World 9 a try. We'll try, Quarter 18 after that. I have 18, 19, 20, 9, 10 remaining. We're gonna have to keep an eye out for whatever the hint is for the corridor in this stage, too. I haven't needed to use a hint in a while, because I've been doing the double-digit ones. Alright, another shield upgrade. Okay, I think there are more shield upgrades in the game than the maximum you're allowed to have, so you can find them through different means. Right on. So that means I'm way behind on weapon upgrades. This guy's easy, I think. I'm faster than he is the big thing. Really? Wait. I think he just didn't drop anything special. Oh, maybe I picked up the power-up really fast. I have the level 3 power-up of everything except for this one that I use all the time, and this one that I use all the time. It'd only be fair that I get those two last, I guess. Not ready for 19 just yet. Definitely was not a weapon power-up, though. Another health upgrade. I assume there are 5 more. It looks like there's space for that to go up to 25. Seal 9 can only be removed by standing on the gate. Okay. That's all I got in here, isn't it? Okay. Try not to walk in a circle too much here. Enemies here do a lot of damage despite this place being, despite me having max defense, right? 19. Yeah, this is new, I think. Alright, 4,000 chips. Man, they start scaling it kind of crazy. Hopefully this goes okay. You just have to stand on it. Alright, see how this goes. I'm a little nervous, given how rough 8 was. This one should be harder than 8, but it might be hard to tell because I've gotten, I think, 3 defense upgrades since 8. But it might take a comparable amount of time for the enemies to die, because I haven't gotten any weapon upgrades since 8. I just don't know where they are. Those have a chance to give me more screen clear. I think it's like a 1 in 100 chance or something, though. This would be a really cool game to watch a speedrun for. I bet it's really fast. You can do all of these corridors like immediately when you get to them if you're good enough. But the routing's interesting too. Those guys are immune to the screen clear. That's worrisome. It was a GDQ 2011. To check that out. Alright, here comes our damage problem. Let's see how things go. I'll try using this now that it's fully upgraded. He tends to stay in the center of the screen, doesn't he? So the only thing I have to worry about is his little, Well, let's try using this one then, maybe? It's not damaging him, though. Oh, yikes. That's actually kind of terrible. Alright. Lasers, maybe? Yeah, it's not very accurate. Let's go back to this one. Oh, that was the wrong one. We wanted this one. I gotta just try to dodge all those skulls in the meantime. It wastes half of the animation at the top of the screen where the enemy never gets close. I could try using the one that I really like, but can I eat damage from those lasers constantly is a good question. Let's try this one, maybe? Oh, wow. He was already almost dead. I thought he was gonna have a phase 2 like some of the more recent bosses. Alright. Chocolate bar key. Weapon damage upgrade would be fantastic now, please. Just 20 less damage. Alright, so I only have one more one to power up now. It's exciting. I can see there being a mini boss up here somewhere. Yeah, thought so. Hopefully it's something I can kill with 4 health. This guy I can kill with 4 health, he's not so good. That gets off at the right time, it just kills all of them before they split off of him too, which is hard to trigger, but... Like there, that was great. Alright. I'll take it. Still not a weapon upgrade. It is a screen clear though, so it's not all bad. Still not a weapon upgrade. Oh, I need one so badly. I wonder if I turned one down earlier. In the first session, I went to at least one shop that gave me a choice of multiple items. And I'm suddenly very afraid that I took something that was really stupid, like not knowing what it did. I totally see myself taking a heart, for example, thinking that it increased my max health when all that was a full heal, right? Glad we moved on from that in modern game design. That's the only thing that really stands out is not having aged poorly in this. The iframes and the choose the item you want shops where there's one that's clearly correct. Oh wait, that's a loop. Yeah, exactly. Potion versus heart container. One of those is the wrong choice because you can get as many potions as you want, but you can only get so many heart containers in the game. Alright, let's see if we can go try area 10, and then we just have to do 18, 19, 20. Should hopefully be doable. Looks like I can fit between those blocks if I move diagonally. I wonder, that must be a great glitch to abuse. Here's 20, which I don't feel ready for. I have a full map now. Ooh. Alright, well one of these is correct, and it's this one. The other two don't help me. Oh, that might make it travel faster. If it does, that's actually a downgrade. Is it larger? It travels faster now. It's actually worse. That's funny. Hold on, let me see here. The reason it's so good is because it travels so slow and enemies have no iframes. Whoops. Maybe it buffed its base damage too, who knows. Yikes. You know what you want. No, it's more like, it actually has a lot in common with Nier Automata, believe it or not. Alternates between this, like, top-down Metroidvania and scrolling shooter stages. This guy can actually dodge, which is nice. Oh, I'm dead, aren't I? Yep. Protagonist is a scantily clad android that turns into a fighter jet. Exactly. Try this one. Nier Automata Origins. That's not great. I think we want that power. Maybe this one? Let's try this one. I just have no idea how much damage that's actually doing is part of the problem. Is it? Is it the same setting? Hold on. Maybe that. I'll wait until the fight starts. But it's like kind of barely the same setting, right? Like the actual gameplay is super different. Oh, part of the reason I'm having so much trouble is I'm not maxed out on, because I went to that shop and spent all my chips. Alright. I think I had the best attempt with my, my really good weapon. Let me go back and get my shit back. Hold on. After going to the shop, I really need to. It's not that far of a walk. And I have to be missing some damage upgrades. I just don't know where to go to get them. It has bullet hell stuff. Hall of Healing. There might not be enough healing here, is there? I guess we'll find out. Oh wow, no, I don't think there is. Right on. Well, it's still good enough for me to get the better shot, so it wasn't a waste. Alright, that's Hot Spring, we don't want that one. area 4, I think. This is the one we want. Save out here again. Hold on. Need to undo that upgrade. If the upgrade made it go even slower, that would be perfect. It'd be great if this guy drops a weapon upgrade. He's not dropping any ammo like he was at the very beginning of the fight. Oh, there he goes. He did not drop a weapon upgrade. In fact, he dropped nothing. He probably dropped something that I already had, since I maxed out all weapons already. He drops an upgrade to make the thing even faster, right? Funny. I'm gonna have to look through all the maps and find all the locations of, Sure. All the locations of weapon upgrades and revisit some of the ones that I'm not sure about. Keep firing. The last seal will be removed. Weapon? Nope. Full heal though. I thought it was gonna like take away the full heal because I transitioned screens during it. It's an NES era thing to do for sure. Do those question mark rooms have any significance? The arrows don't always seem to have significance. We definitely got to save here. It's such a long walk. Please drop a damage upgrade. I beg you. Oh, this guy. It's quite a bit less effective than it used to be. Let's try just the regular sword. Alright. Nope. Screen clear ammo. Alright. The sword helped with it. It seemed like that was like, I bet that was like 255 shots or something crazy. Alright, let's go. My super low damage, I might not be able to do it. But we'll see how it goes, and then I'll reload if I have to, and we'll try some finding the damage upgrades that I'm missing. Screen clear does not kill any of these things that are on the screen right now. I got too reliant on it. It doesn't damage them. I thought maybe it did a small amount of damage. I don't think it hurts them at all. And the stage is scrolling so fast now. I can't get any of those power-ups as they drop. I basically have to look up to be close enough to them as they drop to get them. Here we go. Alright, let me save. I have a save from outside in case this is too hard. I guess we'll find out what happens. This guy. Oh, it's the laser dude. He's especially rough. I think we want to use the thing that shoots behind me because he never goes too high. Yeah, he might be. I think it's just because as long as I'm hitting from the side constant like this, I'm pretty safe. Too bad I missed that resource upgrade though. Maybe I'll get one. Alright, full heal. Plus resources. The worst enemy was definitely the one that I kept resetting for so long. World 8, I think it was. He has a lot of shots, multiple forms. I think this is taking forever due to the lack of damage upgrade, but at least I can kind of sort of keep this going all day. As long as I keep getting ammo ups, I should be okay. First try, I'll take it. Probably took like 10 times longer than it would with damage boosts. Each shield upgrade like cuts damage in a quarter or something crazy. Super noticeable. Still not a weapon up. Alright, well the 10 corridors are done, so now I have to do corridor 20, 19, and 18. So just those three, I think. Unless if there's like a final corridor after all of that, which wouldn't shock me. Ow. Which side I need to be on? I needed that. Thanks, game. Fortunately, the double-digit seals are always pretty close to the entrance. Sure. Okay, once I get out of this hall, I'm gonna look up really quick where all the damage boosts are, because I think I've seen every map in the game. I just have a couple more areas to see if there's one that I obviously didn't do. For example, in one of the zones that I visited today, because I don't think I've gotten a weapon upgrade all all session. The two that I have are from last time this was on Subblock. Do that last. Alright, checking. 1 sec. So this is World 8. Let's see. Let's go one by one. So World 1 does not have one. World 2 had a shop where I hopefully took the speed upgrade, but I guess I can't say 100% for sure if I did or not. Oh, it did have a weapon upgrade though. World 2. Should be able to go make sure I got it real fast. Now I have every key in the game, so in case there were any hidden doors in those places, now's the time for me to find out, I guess. This is... no, it's World 1, I think. Here's World 2. Okay, so there's a shop here that sells a speed up, which would be cool, if I didn't already get it. And there's a weapon up later in the stage. There should be a speed up here, actually. Is that an enemy that drops it? No. Should be one over here. There should be a power up here. I must have already gotten it. I must have gotten this speed up that was here. Let me just make sure I went to the shop as well. I did, okay. Hopefully past me picked up the speed boost, and not the heart, which would have just given me a full heal and been a waste. Or the, one of them was a sub-weapon power-up, which I already have more than enough of. Okay, so that confirms Area 2. Close that out, it's definitely 100% done. Area 3 has a speed boost, but I probably got it. So I'm not gonna bother for now. Let's see. Area 4 has a weapon boost. Maybe I got? But I don't know for sure. So that's all the way in the top right corner. Make it up there. So I'll check for both the weapon boost and the speed boost. Whoops. It's above the destroyed swastika. Oops. At least I can explore these areas more quickly now. Okay, so up, all the way right along the bottom. So if I already have the weapon up that's here, that means that those are the 2 weapon ups that I've found, right? So I've only found 2 of them in the entire game, which will make it easier for me to find the remaining ones that I'd still be missing if that's the case. Up. It doesn't track how many speed ups I've found, unfortunately. Okay, so clearly I already have this one. So that means that I must... all the other weapon ups that are on the map I must not have gotten yet. So that rules things out a lot. So close out. World 4 is done. World 5 has a defense up that I'm pretty sure I got. But it does not have a damage up that I can see. We'll skip 5 for now. 6 does not have a damage up either. I'll look at 7 next. That's 8. 8 does not have one. Am I meant to be this low, maybe? I guess it's possible. 7 does not have one either. Holy shit. Really? 9. Oh man. So there are way more defense upgrades in the game than there are attack upgrades. 10 maybe? Did I just not finish exploring 10? Shit, man. I have all the damage upgrades I'm gonna get. The only remaining one is in Corridor 20. So I should go do Corridor 20 first, even though it's probably gonna be super hard. Theory being that, you know, I'm gonna have the same damage for Corridors 20, 19, and 18 no matter what I do, right? If this is the only place that gives me an upgrade, this is the place to go. I'm glad I checked. Fingers crossed. This could be kind of rough. This is presumably the final... if it's not the final stage, it's like the penultimate stage. More of these assholes that I can't kill normally. At least that works. Holy crap, look how much damage I take in this stage. That's with max defense. I cannot afford to take any hits. Oh my god. God, I hope we get an easy boss. I hope it's not that one from stage 7 or whatever it was that took me forever to kill. That would be very, 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 very bad. Full heal. I gotta kill those ice cubes or I'm gonna have a bad day. Full heal, take it. Okay, and save, and try this one, I guess? Please don't be the scary skull dude. Okay, this guy's fine. think I actually want this one instead. He has a constant laser now? Jesus. Sweet. Lucky. Now I'm gonna get a damage up, and that should make 19 and 18 much easier. And we'll see what happens after that. We got 45 minutes left in the sub-block, so it's possible we'll beat it before the sub-block ends. I have no reason to revisit any of the earlier zones. Thank goodness. Surprise! Maybe I'm reading the walkthrough wrong, but I think that that's the maximum number that exists in the game. Up damage upgrades, I should say. Okay, so 19 is west, and we'll do 18 after that, and then we'll be done, I think. I might have to go back to that center room that told me to destroy the seals. Up 2, left 1. I think that's it. Yep. How big of a difference is the damage boost gonna make, I wonder? I think that attack has replaced the one I was using that was really slow before. The only problem is that I can't shoot more than one. It's like so slow that if I misfire it at the bottom of the screen, it takes a really long time for me to get another shot at it. There was one that I upgraded to make faster. It was just the right level of slow. Full heal, very lucky. God. At least these guys do less damage than the level 20 zone. That was really brutal. Yeah, I think the damage up's like double your damage at least. Those guys are dying way faster. So many flying T-Rex heads. Saving my upgrades, screen clear upgrades, just in case I need them. Alright, there's a boss that this could be that would be very bad. It's not that one. He's fine. Hey, great. That was a upgrade I needed. I'm using a lot of those. I think it's like a... I would guess it's like a 1 in 100 or a 1 in 255 chance of that dropping. Yeah, this is the problem I was talking about. This attack is so slow. But it was fine, it was one handily. It's so slow that it hasn't finished cycling to the top of the screen whenever the boss comes in and out. Alright, one more corridor. Let's go do it. Man, I wonder if that's a bug. That there's so many defense upgrades. And like no damage upgrades. There's clearly space for damage upgrades. At least I don't think that the defense upgrades are continuing to function above what appears to be the max level. Maybe they are. We want this guy back. It's a shortcut. Whoa, corridor 21? What the hell is that? I wasn't there before. This used to just be a shortcut room. Alright, let me go do 18 first. It's very suspicious. I wonder if that's like the true final level. Maybe it unlocks after you do the 10 and the 17, 18, 19 are actually optional. This isn't right. This is stage 3, I think. It should be down from here. '21 has to be the final stage. It would make sense. Alright, looking for 18. Show on the map. Wait. Can't fit through that corner, can I? Okay. Making sure. It's actually up and left too, isn't it? Oh, I can't get there. Okay. So it must be following the arrow then. Oh, what a circuitous path. Shit. Save room. No, we've been to this zone before. It would be if it was an endgame zone. This is like World 8. I just happened to come here, super late. Because it was the World 8 boss that gave me that most trouble. I was stuck on for like 30 minutes. I was worried that 18 would be even worse. Hopefully it's not the same enemy. Like a palette swap of that same guy. I'm not really prepped to deal with that. Super fast room again. Really good chance of getting drops on that. It's so many rolls all at once. Here we go. Please don't be the asshole. I think it is him. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Hopefully the damage up makes enough of a difference here. Oh, the damage up is making a huge difference. He's already lost his top and bottom eyes. Nice. That's lucky. Yeah, I think it is like double damage per shot, and given that there's no, what's the word? Given there's no iframes, You're hitting him so many times, and if each one of them is hitting for twice as much damage, that's pretty nutty. Sweet. That went much more smoothly. What does he drop? It's not a weapon damage up. Okay. Here we go. Oh, but I have to go all the way around. That's one of SERP's exclusive ones. Alright, well I think I know where we have to go, so let's go for it. Maybe the how long to beat wasn't that inaccurate. It was mostly me revisiting areas I already explored. After I got lost. We will be doing Jackbox once I beat this game. Take a short break to go feed the cats and grab a quick snack or something, but if you would like to join us, you're more than welcome to. We are going to be playing the most recently released Jackbox, Jackbox 5, which came out day before yesterday, so that's pretty exciting. Oh, it actually puts it on the map. That's convenient. I don't know how I would have found it otherwise. I didn't walk into it by accident. Hey, Andrea. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
How was your day treating you so far?
Good.
Hey, Andrea's here.
Hey, Andrea Day.
Here comes science.
Alright. I anticipate this will be the final level. We'll see. Might still be a conventional boss fight after it, we'll see. Got new music. How has your day off been?
Good.
Awesome. Oh, is it gonna make me fight all the bosses? That would be appropriate. Boss rush.
That's why I always like being in Europe or Asia. Basically anywhere but Hawaii. Can call Dylan and be like, hello from the future!
But isn't your birthday the period of 24 hours? That's the period of 365 days, some multiple of 365 days since your birth? So it's only your birthday, actually in Illinois time. You wouldn't, it would be incorrect to celebrate it if you lived in Europe yesterday.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean,
Yeah.
can't we just make it simple? Oh, I could go look up. My mom put in my memory book
I refuse to allow anything to be simple.
time I was born at.
No one celebrates time, so that's silly.
Past
all the time.
hours.
We all feel like that all the time. What's that line like? He's like, Fry comes in. I saw something and it made me feel like it was the most beautiful thing in the universe, and I felt like I was gonna cry. And they're like, we all feel like that all the
I
time.
felt like I was one with the universe.
Yeah,
or
that sounds
something
right,
Like
yeah.
that.
Of course, they saved the hardest boss for last, so there might still be one that I'm forgetting. My damage upgrade is making short work of him, so it's fine. Like, I have to deal with all this other bullshit, like falling crystals everywhere, too. This game does not care about the NES's sprite limit. Like, the way it handles it, there are going to be so many sprites on the screen, and if they're not, then every sprite on the screen flickers in a increasingly slower and slower frame rate to account for how many sprites there are, so it's not drawing too many things per frame. This game is like, fuck you! I want to have a million things. We're just going to make everything flicker. Deal with it. It's going to be fine.
That's super interesting. So, the other day, we finally, and I know this is like... Anyway, we finally watched It Follows, and that movie is scary as fuck. Fuck that movie.
The movie's awesome.
Oh, that movie was...
It was really good.
It was just really getting me. It's just like the... Because it's always... You're always like, shit, is that it? And then, like, you kind of just see it in the background of some of the shots. Oh. And then, like, when they're in the bedroom and there's a knock and it's her friend, and then boom, it just... Oh, God.
Good movie, though. I like high-concept horror movies. Yeah, Andrew should play Silent Hill 2.
Nope.
You won't do it?
Well, okay, so it's interesting because, like, it's on this border between being really boring, because I feel like Silent Hill 2 is boring.
What? Why do you think that?
Because, like, nothing happens.
That's not true at all. Things happen all the time in that game.
Head?
Yeah.
Eh. No, alright.
It's not boring.
I feel like I watched you play the beginning of that, and it was just really foggy and boring.
Well, that's the point of the beginning. The first 30 minutes, nothing happens on purpose.
I mean, that doesn't really entice me to keep playing.
That's what's great about it, because you're afraid that something's going to be happening
But see,
constantly.
that's the thing. I'm not afraid. It hasn't established something that I should be afraid of yet. It's the very beginning of the game. Right? Like, It Follows right in the beginning. It's like, there is a fucked up thing that fucks you up.
That was the title screen right there, and I think I'm just escaping now. We're going to be starting, Jackbox very soon, so I'm at the very end of this game. You're a beautiful treasure. Oh, this is the true final boss, I assume. Let me, save here. My ship kind of looks like a face. Whoa, that guy's pretty gnarly looking. Silent Hill is not boring at all. No, there basically was one right before this. I didn't think there would be another boss fight. I thought we were just done and it was going to be a quick victory lap. Like the end of a Metroid game.
You should stop getting hit.
Working on it. Oh, it's really, really good. I think Silent Hill 2 is the best horror anything in history. It's just perfect. And the only thing that could be better about it is if it had better voice acting, because it's pretty bad. But, like, the product stands on its own. That guy looks so happy, I know, right? Look how happy he is. I really gotta be shooting that thing in the center of the screen. Once it fires, I gotta wait forever to launch another one. There we go. Uh-oh. Let me try using a different attack here real quick. That's not a great decision at all.
Is that your health bar at the bottom? Because it's pretty low.
It is, yeah. Oh,
It's
phase
even
2.
lower now.
I'm
And
gonna
you're
die in
good.
my next hit. Unless if one of these things drops some healing. Whew, that was lucky. I didn't think I was gonna survive.
I didn't
either.
You were hanging on by a thread. Who the fuck is this bitch? Is that who you are?
That's me.
What
Nice.
an easy win!
Yeah, it was pretty tense. Especially with how long it was. You are the greatest player.
Is that like a shovel? Or a shoe?
I think that's her shoe. Or her hat? I think it's her hat.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a lady that can turn into a jet.
Oh, that's cool.
Much like the main character of Nier Automata. Yeah, I know, right? I had to do some dodges at the end. Effect idea. Thanks, Sin-kun. Test play, etc.
Ah, look what Serp said.
Man, pretty fly gal. This is back in the era when all these developers would use pseudonyms. It's true in the original Zelda, actually. If you read the credits, none of them are their actual full names. Game was super good. Password TGL. Like for New Game Plus, maybe? What else has Compile made, Mega Man? Oh, I didn't even think about that. The Guardian Legend. Yeah, it's such a short password. I could try putting it in real quick before we start Checkbox. I think that's the end. Can I easily reset? I don't think so. Wait. 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 It's annoying when it's in full screen. I have to use it there so you guys can see it on stream, but I might have to Control-Delete it. Hold up. Let's see. What happens if I put in that password? TGL. Huh. It doesn't look like it changes anything. Interesting. Wonder what that does. Right on. Thank you for sharing that, Matt. If you're watching this out in the future, this game was really cool. Like I said, it has aged very well and it had a lot of ideas that were ahead of its time. I'm bummed that we aren't going to get to see, presumably, what the Guardian Legend 2 would have looked like, or Guardian Legend Link to the Past, or Guardian Legend Ocarina of Time. I'll be back in a few. I have to do a bunch of things to set up Jackbox, but it will be Jackbox 5, and everyone is welcome to play. So hang out, get out your phone, jackbox.tv. I'll give you guys a code in a little bit. See you soon.